Hello everyone and welcome back to the Cop Council. I hope you're on a fantastic day. If you are, then please let me know in the comment section down below. And if you are new around here as well, then please do like the video as well if you are watching live or watching on repeat. And if you are new around here, then please, like I said, hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button. Obviously, we are still on the road to 200 subscribers. Hopefully, we can get there before the end of January. But if we can't, then, I won't be too disheartened. But honestly, guys, thank you so much for the support. And hopefully, we can enjoy tonight's stream and enjoy tonight's conversation. So what are we going to be talking about tonight? Obviously, you can tell by the thumbnail and title. Obviously, we will be talking about Kai Havertz, and obviously that whole situation. Will Jurgen Klopp be bringing Kai Havertz to Liverpool for a record transfer fee? Let me know in the comment section right now. Do you think he will be a Liverpool player in the summer? Because it does look like it's going to be in the summer. But yeah, please let me know in the comments. We will be talking as well about Divock Origi in tonight's show. Apparently Wolves are monitoring Divock Origi in that situation. So, we will be talking more in depth. We'll also be talking about the African Cup of Nations. Obviously, it came out today that, it's been reversed now. Obviously, last season, the African Cup of Nations was played in the summer, and now it's been reversed back to the winter. And what will that mean for Liverpool Football Club, Liverpool's players, and much more. We will dive into that, and obviously we'll be talking a bit about injury news as well. We got news about Fabinho, we got news about Matip, and we finally have news about James Milner and Naby Keita. So we will be diving into that. But let me say hello to you guys in the chat. I can see a few of you in the chat right now. Mickey's in. How are you, sir? Hope you're on a fantastic day. Nigel's in as well. Hi Connor, how is and everyone? Yeah, hello everyone. Hope you're all on a fantastic day. And yeah, obviously we will be talking about all those things I've just mentioned. So like I said, if you are new around here as well, then please do hit that like button. It lets me know that you do like the streams at the moment and do like the content that we are providing you at the moment. The one thing I do have to say straight away off the bat, I won't be streaming tomorrow. There may be a video out tomorrow, so don't be too disheartened. But yeah, there might be a video. I'm trying to get something in the works done, but there will not be a live stream tomorrow. I'm gonna have a day off live stream, and we'll be live streaming all week. And yeah, hopefully you guys can understand with that. But tonight we are obviously live, and we will be talking a lot more Liverpool Football Club. But yeah, let me dive straight in then to the thumbnail and title. Kai Havertz, obviously that is the big news today. Obviously Liverpool, obviously are being linked to, huge players and superstars, then you could say. Obviously, you got the Nike kit deal, that bunch of money, Liverpool, not spending any money, in the previous transfer window as well. Obviously signing Takumi Minamino in this January window, and that was just for a small price of 7.25 million. I think we've said that a lot now, but yeah, Kai Havertz, obviously I think a few of you guys know him now. Obviously, he's a wonder kid, then you could say. He is 20 years of age, I believe. He plays for Bayern Leverkusen, and he has been rumoured to Liverpool before, but today, according to reports in Germany, Liverpool are set to bid 125 million pounds. Yes, I'll repeat that again, 125 million pounds, which would break our transfer record. At the moment, Virgil van Dijk is the current transfer record holder with the price of 75 million pounds. Obviously, we all know what that happened to the club in general. Obviously, Virgil van Dijk transforming that defence. Obviously didn't do it alone, obviously with the signings of Alisson Becker as well, but obviously it paved a way for a massive chunk. And let me know your guys' thoughts as well. 125 million. Could you see Liverpool coughing that amount of money up? Obviously with the Nike kit deal, obviously Havertz is a Nike athlete. Those whole rumors of the Nike athletes would be able to go to Liverpool, obviously because Liverpool are going with Nike now next season for the kit suppliers. So that in its sense is going to be a big thing. Obviously we've been rumored with Kylian Mbappe ever since that Nike kit deal has been confirmed, or all the worst kept secret in football, that whole story. Kylian Mbappe, world-class player, but the price is going to be way too much. But 125 million, I personally wouldn't cough it out for Kai Havertz. Obviously is playing for Bayern Leverkusen, and he is still very, very young. Like I said, 20 years of age, and it's going to be very interesting to see if that does happen. Obviously, it's been rumored for a couple of months that, Liverpool are interested. It's been rumored that Bayern Munich are interested, and also Real Madrid are interested as well. So, top European clubs are after Kai Havertz. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. I want to know your guys' thoughts and opinions, or if you're watching on repeat, do please let me know. And yeah, hopefully, if the transfer was to happen, I'd be, over the moon. He looks to be a solid player. Obviously, can play, centre forward. He can play attacking midfielder. He can, I think, as well. He can play in one of the 8 roles as well. So, a versatile midfielder then for Liverpool Football Club if he was to sign for us. Obviously, he does play for Bayern Leverkusen. I shouldn't have said Liverpool Football Club yet, but yeah, he is a Bayern Leverkusen player. But yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens in the next couple of months. Whether you believe in the reports in Germany, apparently it's meant to be from very reliable sources as well out in Germany. But yeah, for me personally, I think that, it's going to be interesting to see at least what happens with Kai Havertz. And, we've been linked as well with the likes of Jadon Sancho as well. Obviously, that whole thing, and apparently Liverpool wouldn't even pay around that price, and that, to be fair, is around that price, around 120, 130 million for Jadon Sancho. So if Liverpool wasn't going to pay, that much for Jadon Sancho, I find it very unlikely that they would cough out that much for for Kai Havertz. But to be fair, you think back to that Alisson Becker transfer, Liverpool wanted Alisson Becker in the January of, what is it now, 2018 now, I think it was. Yeah, 2018. So, they wanted him then. They bidded £40 million, and Roma said we wanted 90 million. So, that whole thing. And then obviously we got him for 67 million, which was a world record fee at that time. And, it's possible that the price could come down, maybe with some negotiations. Obviously, Michael Edwards, he's a fantastic person to negotiate, a deal for Liverpool Football Club. But yeah, please let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments right now. And yeah, just let me know, if you're watching on repeat as well, your thoughts of Kai Havertz. Do you think he could come to Liverpool? Would you cough out £125 million for Kai Havertz, or would you just leave it there and invest it in another player? And if you would invest it into another player, which player would you invest it in? For me, we'll talk a lot more about the African Cup of Nations thing, but for me, I would probably invest that money in a player like Jadon Sancho, but, that's just my opinions. But yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, your thoughts and opinions. I do really want to know your guys' thoughts, and yeah, just put it in the comment section right now. So, bloody hell, I was talking for long then. But yeah, what else we got tonight? Divock Origi. Now, like I said at the beginning of the stream, Divock Origi has been monitored, or Wolves are monitoring Divock Origi. Obviously, last summer, Wolves had a £22 million bid rejected by Liverpool. I don't know if you guys remember that. I think a few of you may have forgotten it, but they did bid for Divock Origi, and Liverpool did reject them as well. Obviously, Liverpool have recently, Liverpool and Origi have recently signed a new contract together. Obviously, times are brilliant at the moment. Potential champions, potential Premier League winners, and obviously Origi scored the winning goal in the Champions League final. If Origi went, who would know what happened? Obviously the comeback of Barcelona, and obviously the final in Madrid. Who knows what would have happened? But I think Divock Origi stays, in my opinion. This has been reported as well by a reliable source connected with Wolves as well. Obviously, Wolves are playing Manchester United right now in the FA Cup. Hopefully that goes to extra time and penalty, so that both of them, tire each other out. And obviously we got Manchester United on the weekend. Our preview for the Manchester United game will be on Friday, guys. So, please stay tuned for that. But yeah, literally, guys, I think that, Liverpool will not get rid of Divock Origi. I think, he is an asset to this Liverpool team. Obviously he's probably the first name if one of the front three are out injured or missing in any way or anything like that. But yeah, for me, Divock Origi doesn't go anywhere. It's plain and simple for me. He doesn't go anywhere. But, if Wolves were to come in for a bid, how much would you sell him for? Me personally, it would be around maybe 40 million pounds. That's just my opinion. I know many of you guys will have your different opinions, so please let me know in the comment section down below. If Liverpool were to sell Divock Origi, how much would you sell him for? I personally think, with the important goals that he has scored, and obviously the recent contract as well, I think quite easily he could be selling for at least 45 million, or even 50 million. Maybe Michael Edwards, he's perfect for getting a good deal, and he might get a fantastic deal out of Divock Origi. But for me, there's no sale on Divock Origi. He's staying at Liverpool, and hopefully that will be the case then with things to come. But yeah, please let me know your guys' thoughts on that. What else we got? Let me just read my notes, guys. Right, so let's talk about the African Cup of Nations. Now, this whole thing, it's kind of like blown up Twitter, to be fair, today. So the account of it is, obviously last season the African Cup of Nations was moved to the summer. I thought that was a fantastic move, but apparently next year, 2021, it will be moved back to the winter, which means Liverpool players and other Premier League players will be going out for their nations to play in the African Cup of Nations, and I think, as if I wrote it down correctly, yep, it begins January 9th and ends February 6th. So obviously Liverpool have got the likes of Sadio Mane, Mo Salah, and Naby Keita, African players. It would be a massive blow if Liverpool was to lose them. But yeah, I think it's a real shame that they've moved it back to the winter. I think that the summer thing worked pretty well last year. Obviously Mane and Salah, they come back late in pre-season and all like this, but I think that was probably better than actually missing them in January when you have like a title race to go and watch them. If Liverpool were to go and win the league this year, they'll want to defend the Premier League again, and I think that with those players being missed, it's a real shame that they are having the competition in January and February, and I think that something needs to be done about that. It needs to be played in the summer, because people, players want to go and challenge for league titles and Champions Leagues and other things like this, and they're going to be super tired with so much football. And I just think it's a real shame that they have done that, obviously with a busy period as well in the Premier League, especially. Obviously you've got the whole winter break stuff, but at the end of the day, guys, I think that that it's a real shame that they've ended up doing this. I think that it should have stayed in the summer. But yeah, please let me know your guys' thoughts on it as well. I just personally think that it's a bit Wasnam, and I think that they should have kept it in in the summer, then, you could say. I know obviously it's a very hot, continent and all like this, Africa and all like this, but I think that with having it in the summer, it's like a World Cup, then, you could say. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on it as well. What else we got? Obviously injury news. I did say at the start of the stream as well. Obviously there was injury news to talk about. What is that injury news, I hear you ask? I will give it to you right now. Obviously Fabinho and Joel Matip have been out for a long period of time. Obviously Fabinho has been out for a month, and Matip has been out for, I think, about 3 months, I think it is. It will be working up to 3 months. But yeah, I have good news, to be fair. Both Fabinho and Joel Matip are back in full training, and if you add Xherdan Shaqiri as well, all of them, if I read my notes correctly, all of them contributed to full contact training today, which was fantastic news for Liverpool. Obviously having Fabinho back, he was probably Liverpool's best player before he got injured. I think that he definitely well, he definitely ended up, bringing that 4 role his own, then you could say. And I do think that, having Fabinho back is going to be very, very crucial, along with Joel Matip. Dejan Lovren, I think, is maybe a week away from full fitness and full training. So, that's, fantastic news as well. Will Fabinho start against Manchester United? Time will tell with that. But yeah, please let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Dave's in the chat. How are you, sir? Hope you're on a fantastic day. 4 more sleeps, Reds. Yeah, his 4 more sleeps till the Manchester United game. Obviously, I'm very excited now for the Man United game. I know you're very excited as well, Dave. But yeah. What else we got? Let me look at my notes a minute. Milner and Fabinho, I did say that I did have some important news about James Milner and Naby Keita. Now, the big news about them is, they are going to be working now outside. Their rehab now will be taken outside for the rest this week. Apparently, they'll be working separately from the first team, working to rebuild, obviously, those muscle injuries. And according to Dave Maddock, they will both be in full training next week, if everything goes to plan, then basically. And I think that is fantastic news. Obviously, James Milner picking up that injury against Everton in the FA Cup, and obviously Naby Keita, he's been a bit down, then you could say, with injuries. Obviously, he's had a few at Liverpool, but hopefully, he can get that rested and done, and hopefully he'll have a fantastic season, for the rest of the season, then I could say. But yeah, fantastic news that both James Milner and Naby Keita could be back for Liverpool next week, obviously with full training as well. So yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. That's pretty much the news, then I could say. Obviously, we've been talking about Kai Havertz as well. Let me know your guys' thoughts on Kai Havertz. Do you think Liverpool will break the bank, then you could say, in bringing Kai Havertz to Liverpool Football Club? But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts. Scotty's in the chat. How are you, sir? I hope you're on a fantastic day. Hey, mate. Do you think Fabinho will start? I think it's too early. Yeah, like David said, but I think it's too early for Fab. Yeah, I personally think it's way too early for Fabinho. I think maybe the bench is a possibility for him, but for him to start would be way too soon for me. Maybe he might start the FA Cup game, or he might start the Wolves game, but for me, no, he doesn't start against Manchester United. He will be on the bench. But yeah, he might come on for about 10 or 15 minutes. But I think Jurgen Klopp, he doesn't need to rush Fabinho back, especially, since Jordan Henderson's been playing absolutely superb and out this world. And, I just don't think he needs to rush him back, to be awfully honest with you, mate. Mark is in the chat. How are you, sir? I hope you're on a fantastic day. Obviously, if you can see, a few of you guys are modded. I have decided to mod a few people in the chat. So, Nigel, I finally modded you. I think you said thank you in the chat. But yeah, a few of you I have modded. I will mod a few more people, guys, in a little bit. But, obviously, Liverpool, I'm a Liverpool fan channel. Obviously, I love talking to Liverpool, about Liverpool with you guys. And obviously, if you're constantly in the chat, if I can constantly see you, and obviously if all of you are, constantly if you're interacting with me in the chat, then I will mod you and be a part of that. If you would like to be a mod, then please let me know in the comments. Hopefully, hopefully all of you like being mods, and hopefully there'll be a few more. But yeah, let me dive back into the chat. Scotty said, I said Mark's in the chat. How are you, sir? Dave's score prediction versus United. Where will they be hiding after the game? Mark's gone with a 3-1. JT Barrett, I think it is. Welcome to the chat. He needs to bring in Kai Havertz this January window, future LFC captain. First of all, I hope you're on a fantastic day. Secondly, I don't think he needs to bring him in now. Obviously, we've signed Takumi Minamino. I think that's pretty much it. I do personally think that, that would be it. Now, I do think that, it's going to be very, very interesting now to see what Liverpool do in the summer. Obviously, Adam Lallana looks like he's going to be leaving in the summer. It could be maybe 1 or 2 signings. You never know. It could just be, Liverpool make a massive signing and then sign someone else to back up maybe Robertson or Trent and, other things like this. But, for me, Kai Havertz will not be coming in January. But, maybe a pre-agreement could be made in January, and then obviously, it comes out in the summer that we signed him in January and all like this. But, I do think he will stay at Bayern Leverkusen and, see out that season with them. I think Bayern Leverkusen are in a title race. I could be wrong. But, yeah, I think they're in a title race, obviously with RB Leipzig. But, yeah, I could be wrong with that. But, yeah, hopefully, hopefully he has a fantastic rest of the season then, and hopefully he comes to Liverpool, fully fresh and fully in, the zone. Dave said, I think we will go more or less the same team against Man United. Maybe Ox or Lallana with Hendo and go in the rest the same. 2-0 Red, said Dave. I'll give my prediction when we do the preview on Friday. But yeah, the 2-0 sounds like a very good scoreline. And to be fair, like I said, guys, I think if Liverpool were to beat Manchester United and Wolves, then I think I'm going to be saying that Liverpool are going to be very, very close to that Premier League trophy. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. What else we got? Nigel says, hi Mark, Dave and everyone. Dave obviously with a thumbs up. What else we got? Scotty said, I would like to be a mod. Okay then, mate, leave that with me and I think I'll do it, mate. Like I said, if I see you constantly in the chat, I can see obviously you, Scotty, a few times in the chat, but yeah, obviously I'll give a few more mods. What else we got? Mark said, I'm great, thanks. How's your back, Connor? My back's quite good now, mate. Obviously, if you didn't know, I fell down the stairs a couple of days ago, and now it's healing, and hopefully it stays healing now and doesn't hurt. But yeah, my back's quite good now, mate. So thank you very much for asking. Hope you are having a fantastic day. What else we got? Watching United, I think we will be too strong for them. I think, honestly, mate, I think we'll batter them on Sunday. I think I'm going with that, to be fair. I think that, we're going to be way too strong. But, we have to get the job done. And we do, obviously, United are the only team to take points off us so far in the Premier League. And I think that, to right that wrong would be very, very nice, especially at Anfield. But they're going to want to play, they're going to want to, take more points off us this season, obviously, with a fantastic season we're having and the absolute shambles they're having so far. Obviously, I think Paul Pogba's been rumoured to be leaving to Real Madrid, I think it was today, that I saw somewhere. So, they're not having the brilliant thing. They tried super, super hard to try and get Bruno Fernandes in the door for the Liverpool game, and that's not happening now. So that pretty much failed for them. So that's absolutely fantastic, to be fair, because I do rate Bruno Fernandes. I did want Liverpool to sign him, but to be fair, if United were to go and get him, then it would be a fantastic signing for them. But who cares? He's not a United player yet, and hopefully we'll smash him on the weekend. What else we got? Are you going to the Shrewsbury a week Sunday, Mark? I probably won't make it, but well worth it, said Nigel. Obviously you guys talking about it. Mark says, oh right, they're talking about there. We play a lot of games in a short period. Again, yeah, I think we got Man United on Sunday, then we've got Wolves on Thursday, and then I think we got the FA Cup against Shrewsbury on Saturday or Sunday. I think it's Saturday though, for Shrewsbury. So obviously a load of games being put, literally squeezed in again, and hopefully Liverpool will be able to win them all, I'm hoping. But if they wasn't, then well, hopefully we win the 2 Premier League games. The FA Cup, we'll play the kids again, and I think that, if we were to win or lose, I wouldn't mind so much. But it would be nice to go through to the next round of the FA Cup. What else we got? Scotty said Rashford is on the bench. The United stand thinks he's carrying a knock. If that's the case, then mate, then fantastic news for Liverpool, to be fair. Rashford, I think, has scored about 13 or 14 goals this season so far. So, well, in the league anyway. And, if it was a bonus for Liverpool, then hallelujah, happy days. But yeah, obviously, guys, if you are new around here, then please hit that like button. Obviously, if you guys like the content, then it's really appreciated, and I'm happy that you guys are liking the content. And obviously, obviously we got a little animation. If you could subscribe, then it would be massively appreciated as well. Obviously, we're trying to get to 200 subscribers. The quicker we can do it, it'd be fantastic. And the ultimate goal right now is to get past that, to get to 1,000 subscribers, because then I could do a load more then with you guys, and interact with you guys a lot more. So if you guys are watching right now, then please share out the stream, share out the channel, guys, and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to do a lot more with you guys. Hopefully I'm trying to get to Liverpool in May, obviously, for hopefully a bus parade. So I'll be going up there the last weekend of the Liverpool season. So hopefully I get to meet a few of you guys. Hopefully we can get together and have a few drinks or whatever, and celebrate hopefully Liverpool winning their first league title in 30 years. But that's my plug-in done at the minute. But yeah, keep your comments coming in, guys. Obviously I'll be talking a lot more with you. Like I said earlier on, please let me know your guys' thoughts. If you're watching on repeat or in the live stream right now, then please let me know your guys' thoughts on Kai Havertz. Would you have him right now at Liverpool? Would you want to pay 125 million? That's the rumoured price tag at the minute. So, would you guys cough out that amount of money? I've already said I wouldn't. I'd maybe try and wait for it to go down. Obviously, Liverpool I've said pretty much they're not coughing out that much money for Jadon Sancho. So, what's the difference if it was for, Kai Havertz? To be fair, Kai Havertz is a Nike athlete. Obviously the Nike kit deal has a big part of that, and a big chunk of it has been rumored to be around the price tag as well. So do you think that'll have a factor? But yeah, please let me know please let me know in the comments. And yeah, just keep your comments coming. Go I couldn't talk then. Please let me I can't talk, guys. Honestly, I've talked for so long tonight, already, 26 minutes we're in the stream in a minute. But yeah, I'll just go, but yeah, sorry, guys. Yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments then, with your thoughts and opinions, or if you want to ask me anything, I'm always open to talk about anything football wise, anything real life. Obviously I think last week we were talking about food and all so anything like that, then please put it in the comment section right now, and I'll definitely answer it, because I love talking with you guys. Honestly, anything to do with Liverpool or football, or anything in general, it's always nice to talk to people. And I think that we're growing a good community here at the minute. Obviously Liverpool fans in general are amazing, and I think that we're building a true community here. So hopefully you guys are liking the content. Scotty said, what day will the parade be if we win the league? Also, I would take him, but I trust in Klopp. I think you're about Kai Havertz there. So if Liverpool were not be in the Champions League, it would be on the 17th of May, after the one day after the Premier League. So our last game is against Newcastle, and it would then be on the 17th, on the Monday, I think, anyway. But if Liverpool were in the Champions League final, then it'd be the day after the Champions League final. I'm currently 50-50ing what to do. Obviously, it's going to be hard to get tickets and that, with hotels and everything like that. So I'm trying to figure out, hopefully Liverpool, I want Liverpool to win the Champions League, of course, but if Liverpool were to go out the Champions League, then we would know then definite when the parade would be. But if they were to win the Champions League again, obviously that would be a massive parade. League and European champions, wow, what a thing that would be. But yeah, I think that's when it is. And in terms of Kai Havertz, I trust in Klopp as well, mate. I think that we wouldn't be where we were if we didn't trust Klopp. He signed the likes of Gini Wijnaldum, he signed the likes of Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, and I think a lot of people criticize those moves for the price tags and all like this, but it's worked out perfectly. I think that my screen's going off. But yeah, I think it's worked out perfectly, and I think that it's going to be very, very nice when Liverpool do win the league, to be fair. What else we got? Dave said we will win it when we win it, and not until then. I know, Dave. To be fair, if you're still watching, I think that many people are taking it game by game, and I am kind of taking it game by game. But it's just hard to think. It's hard to like wasn that Liverpool are going to be Premier League champions. It's hard not to say it, and it's going to be very, very hard to not say it, with the coming weeks. And that, I said it, this week completely. You can go back on previous streams, and I've said that I think that, with with Liverpool, being so dominant so far in the Premier League, I think if they were to beat Manchester United and Wolves in the next couple of days, then I think the Premier League's done. I just do. But I am taking it game by game. But obviously, I think Liverpool have to win the next 11 games in a row to become Premier League champions. And on that 11th game, we have Manchester City at the Etihad. So, if we were to go and win the Premier League at Manchester City, what an achievement that would be. It would just be the ultimate, like, bugger you to Manchester City. All the pain that they've put us through, the last two attempts we've gone for the Premier League, obviously 13-14, and obviously last season we've been unfortunate to finish behind Manchester City. But it would just be nice to just go and win the Premier League after 30 years and be, this is it. We are the champions of England. We've been the champions of Europe. Hopefully we'll be the champions of Europe again. But, we can finally be the champions of England. And then, it would be very, very nice to be, the champions of England. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. What else we got? Mark said, loving your content, Connor. Thank you so much, Mark. That's really appreciated, mate. But thank you for the kind words. What else we got? Nigel said, Sky, it will be when we win the European Cup. So first Saturday - Sunday after the final, all 5 cups will be on the bus. So yeah, it would be, what would it be? Super Cup? Wait, would it be Super Cup? Yeah, Super Cup, Club World Cup, Premier League, Champions League, and FA Cup. I think you'll wink into that. But yeah, let me know in the comments. But yeah, definitely, if it was to happen, it'd be absolutely brilliant, mate. Mark said, definitely game by game. Oh, hold on a minute. It's growing up. Definitely game by game, want to go unbeaten. Yeah, if we were to go unbeaten, obviously we'd win that gold Premier League trophy. That would be amazing to lift, on that final day. That is it pretty. I think as well, if Liverpool do win the league, pretty much, before, our last game against, I think it's Chelsea at Anfield, obviously we would lift the Premier League there. But if Liverpool were to stay unbeaten, then Liverpool would lift the gold Premier League trophy, I believe, at Newcastle. So, if Liverpool want to lift the Premier League trophy at Anfield, then, lose a game. Lose a game, but we don't want to lose a game. We'll lift it at Newcastle. Newcastle's a nice place, to be fair. But yeah, I would definitely not lift it at Anfield, lift it at Newcastle, and get that gold Premier League trophy. Obviously, the only team to have got that is Arsenal. Obviously, you get that for being undefeated in a season. So, that in itself is going to be a massive achievement. And to be fair, it would be, a little bit of a washing to Arsenal fans as well, because that's the only thing that they've got really to, go over about in their history is winning, staying undefeated. And obviously, we were talking about that, I think, last week as well in a stream. So, that's that, to be fair. Scotty said, Nigel, I can see, I can't wait to see them all. Mark said, can't afford for United to mess us up. No, we can't, mate. To be fair, we can't do that at all. Scotty said, we can win it at Everton away. Can we not? No, we can't. Well, we can, but it depends on Manchester City. If Manchester City win all their games from now until we play them, then yeah, like no, it would be against Manchester City. But I think if Man City were to lose one or two games, then we could win it at Everton. So I can see what you mean by there, mate. But yeah, against Manchester City, I think it is. I could be wrong with that myself, mate. But yeah, I do believe that it is against Manchester City or that 11th game. But yeah, go and check it out. To be fair, I think we got Everton on the 9th game, and then we got Man City. So I think that's it anyway. But I could very well be wrong. What else we got? George in the chat, how are you, sir? Evening, people, how are we all? You never walk alone. I hope you're having a fantastic day, George. I know that you are in the chat as well. So, everyone say hi to George in the chat below. What else we got? Mark and George having a conversation. Mark says we could the more Man City mess up and Leicester. Yeah, exactly. It all depends on what Manchester City and Leicester do. Obviously they've got, I think now, Laporte and Leroy Sané coming back as well. So, it's going to be very, very crucial, time for them. And they're going to need to win every single game to even, stay in the conversation. I personally think Manchester City are out of the title race and they're second. So, it's that, to be fair. But yeah, they could easily get back in it. They've got a fantastic team. I can't, even though I hate them, I do. I hate Manchester City. I hate Manchester United. But yeah, I will admit they do have a fantastic team. It's like I seen on Twitter today. I don't know if you guys can agree with this. Like 99% of Liverpool fans will admit that Manchester City have an amazing side and have an amazing manager as well. And, they deserve to win the leagues that they've won. But then 99% of Manchester City fans are just bitter and sour that Liverpool are just better than them this season and have a fantastic team and have a phenomenal manager, which is the best manager in the world in Jurgen Klopp. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts as well on that. I saw that on Twitter. I think I favoured it as well on the Cop Council Twitter account. If you're not following us on there, hit the video description down below. Little another plug there. But yeah, I just saw that today and I just thought, yeah, that's actually true. Because every single Manchester City supporter, it's not every single City supporter, but it's everyone that goes on like Radio 5 Live and all that guys, they're just so bitter. They're so bitter that a team, they've spent billions, and they've spent like 1.5 billion on, this team. And, they should be dominating the Football League. They should be winning every single trophy with the amount of money that they've made. They spent friggin', I think it's like 200 million just on their fullbacks. We spent 8 million quid. We spent 8 million quid. Trent Alexander-Arnold coming through in the academy system. Andrew Robertson, 8 million quid. And, we're bettering them every single week. And there's no stopping us. There is not a team, apart from Napoli in the Champions League, that has stopped us so far this season. And Aston Villa in the cup against our kids. But, that's blah, 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 blah. But, no one stopped us in the league. No one. Not even Manchester City themselves have stopped us. So, they are very, very bitter, in my opinion. But, yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. George said, can't wait till Sunday. Hate it when we don't play midweek. Obviously, would we be playing this week? No, we wouldn't. Obviously, FA Cup replays are playing. But yeah, it's unbelievable, to be fair. The amount of games in such a short period of time. Sky said, yeah, it's Man City. We could do it. I don't know what that's for. Mark said, yep, that's probably on my little rant there. George says 8 million for the two best fullbacks in Europe. Exactly, mate. And, this is why I think Jurgen Klopp is the best manager in the world. And I do, because it's like what, I can't remember who said it. Jurgen Klopp could go and manage Fleetwood and get the best out of those players and get promotion upon promotion. If Guardiola was to go and do it, he couldn't do it. Because Guardiola has never gone to a football club and has had to build. He's gone to every single club and bought his way to the titles and everything like that. You know, he's bought his way to the Premier League titles. He bought his way to La Liga. He had the best player in the world in Lionel Messi for all the La Ligas he won, all the Champions League he won. Not saying, of course, that, you know, he's, you know, he didn't tactically, you know, prepare them for that. I'm not saying that, but, you know, he's had to, you know, cough out money wherever he's gone. Even Bayern Munich, he coughed out money. So, you know, that's just my personal opinion. I think that, you know, Klopp, for me, is way the better manager than Guardiola. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on that, to be fair. Scotty said Man United 1-0. I think that's for the Wolves game. I'm hoping it's for the Wolves game anyway. But yeah, hopefully Wolves hurry up and score as well, so they can stay extra time and weigh down United for us on the weekend. Mark said, just hope we don't pick up any injuries versus United. Hopefully, mate. Hopefully everyone stays fit and healthy, you know, after the United game. Obviously, we got the likes of Fabinho and Joel Matip coming back to full training. So, yeah, be absolutely fantastic. Nigel said, can get scrappy with United, as you say, Mark. Yeah, it could. It does, to be fair. You know, it's a derby. You know, it's a Northwest derby. And, you know, it's going to be very, very, you know, it's going to be a challenge. You know, even though United are trash this season, and they have been trash this season, you know, they're gonna want to come and get 3 points against Liverpool. You know, but I do personally think that, you know, United have one tactic, and that's defend, quick counter attack, score. That's all they can do. And if they can't do that, then they're going to struggle. But, you know, we have to remember they did beat Manchester City at the Etihad. So, you know, that's going to be, you know, in Liverpool's mind and especially Jurgen Klopp's mind. But, yeah, we need to get 3 points on the weekend. Mark said, you mean United now, not weekend. I don't know what you mean by that, mate. Obviously talking to Scotty, I think. But yeah, anything else then you guys want to talk about in the chat? Obviously, we've been going for about 40 minutes now. You know, I'll still be streaming for another 10 minutes or so. But yeah, what have we been talking about today? Obviously, as you can see with the thumbnail and title, we've been talking about Kai Havertz. Obviously, there's been a rumour. Apparently, Liverpool are going to bid 125 million. And Liverpool looks set and primed to go and do that. Obviously, we've been talking about the night kit deal. You know, would that have any effect on, you know, the bid or anything like that? We've been talking about Divock Origi as well. Apparently, Wolves are monitoring Divock Origi. And, you know, and his situation. I personally don't think that, you know, Divock Origi is going anywhere. And if he was, I think, you know, the price tag would be about 40, 45, or even 50 million pounds. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on that. Obviously, we've been talking about the African Cup of Nations as well. Obviously, you know, that's been moved back now for next year to the winter. So obviously, you know, our players like Sadio Mane, Mo Salah and Naby Keita would be leaving Liverpool to go and play in the African Cup of Nations in the winter. It does start, hold on a minute if I get this right, January 9th and ends February 6th. So, you know, that's news then, you could say. What else we got? And also, like I said, Fabinho, Joel Matip, both in full training, and James Milner and Naby Keita will be back next week in full training. There we go. Slam my notepad down. Boom. But yeah, that's all the news that we got for you guys. Mark said, don't think we will go for Sancho. I don't think so neither, mate. You know, what I've heard of reports and all like that, you know, his attitude in training, I don't think that was a Jurgen Klopp player. I could see Sancho going to United because they'll just spend the money. But yeah, especially with Pogba's, you know, money, apparently he's going to be going for around 80, 90 million, you know, in the next summer. So, you know, that's just that, to be fair. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the summer transfer window. What else we got? Would you play Matip or Gomez versus Rashford? Joe Gomez for me. I think it's too early for Matip. At the minute, maybe you ease him in the FA Cup against Shrewsbury. Yeah, I think it's Shrewsbury. You know, maybe you put him in there in that situation. But you know, for me, Joe Gomez stays. I think he's been superb since coming into the team. You know, do I think that, you know, would I take him out the team? No, I think that, you know, he is perfect where he is at the minute, and I think that, you know, he is the finished article at the minute. Obviously, he has so much to progress and all that guy. And when you think about it, he is only 22. So, you know, it's like that. But for me, it would be Joe Gomez. But let me know, mate, your guys' thoughts and opinions. Would you go Joel Matip or would you go Joe Gomez? And also, guys, if you wasn't in the stream to begin with today, I did say I will not be streaming tomorrow, but there may be a video uploaded to the Cop Council YouTube channel. Oh, my screen's going again. Yeah, there might be a video tomorrow for you guys, but yeah, there will not be a live stream tomorrow. I'm just going to say that right now. So, you know, just go and check, you know, just keep an eye out for, you know, a video. We may have it out, you know, check between 8 and 9 o'clock, or simply put the notification bell on if you're already subscribed. If you're not subscribed, then hold on there. Hit the subscribe button. There we go. I always like using that animation, but yeah, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well to notify you as soon as we like go live or post a video. But yeah, tomorrow we'll be doing a video tomorrow, hopefully, and be posting that, but it will not be a live stream tomorrow. But we will be live streaming our Manchester United preview on Friday. So, you know, just a little bit of a heads up for you guys, and hopefully you like me keeping up to date, or, you know, just follow us on Twitter and Instagram. I post whenever we go live or post a video and that, so, you know, go and follow us over on there at the Cop Council on both. But yeah, any more questions then, guys, or anything else? I'll be going for another 5 minutes and then, you know, I'll be heading off then. But yeah, let me jump into a few of your comments, then I can see a few there. Nigel said, big day for Matip, but personally I would go and play Joe Gomez. Yeah, like I said, I think Gomez is pretty much bang in form right now, and I think, you know, he keeps his position in this Liverpool team. George said, is Fabinho or Matip back in full training? Yes, they are, mate. Both of them are back in full training. Naby Keita and James Milner, like I said just now, they will be working, you know, pretty much this week on coming back for next week. They will be back in full training if everything goes okay, you know, at the end of next week. So that's fantastic news. And that news was brought by Dave Maddock as well. So, you know, that in its sense would be fantastic then for Liverpool. And yeah, but yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on that. But yeah, obviously Kai Havertz, you know, he is a phenomenal player. Would I like to sign him for Liverpool? Of course I would. You know, he's a wonder kid. You know, obviously we've got the likes of Trent Alexander-Arnold, you know, so young and, you know, with so much talent as well. Even Joe Gomez, you know, we've been mentioning Joe Gomez just now for the United game. You know, he's only 22. So, you know, you just have to look at it like that. And I think that, you know, if we were to sign Kai Havertz, it would be nice, but then, you know, it's all about the price for me. You know, obviously Liverpool would go out and spend. Obviously we've spent money on Virgil van Dijk and we spent money on Alisson Becker as well. So, you know, for the right player, you know, Liverpool are willing to spend, but, you know, for me, 125 million, it's a bit too much for me. And I think that, you know, Liverpool and Michael Edwards would probably, you know, reduce the price then and work a deal out with Bayern Leverkusen. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts. Like I said, guys, if there's anything else that you want to ask me, or, you know, talk in the chat, then, you know, just put it in the comments right now. If not, then I will be heading off. But yeah, I'll allow you to type a comment. But yeah, that's my thoughts and opinions on Kai Havertz. Obviously that has been the big thumbnail and title of tonight's video, or tonight's stream. You know, so it's, you know, I'm as well, guys, thank you so much for the support that you guys are showing at the minute. You know, it is honestly, you know, unbelievable the support that you guys are showing. I know it's such a small YouTube channel. I know it's mad for me to say, you know, thank you and all like that for, you know, the small numbers, but at the minute, guys, it means a lot. You know, obviously if we were to get bigger, you know, I'll remember all you guys being the OGs and the originals, and, you know, hopefully, you know, it would be fantastic. What else we got? Mark said, can't see us dropping a lot of cash this window. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it now, mate. I think Takumi Minamino is it, then, to be fair. What else we got? Great stream, Connor, and chat. Yeah, fantastic, guys. Honestly, thank you for the support. Johnson, what have I missed, Connor? Well, go back about 2 minutes. I literally went all through it. To be fair, I can probably go through it again for you. We talked about Kai Havertz, obviously all that. Obviously, being rumoured Liverpool are going to be bidding 125 million. We've been talking about Divock Origi. Wolves are apparently after him. We talked about the African Cup of Nations as well. We've been talking about that. Obviously, injury news as well concerning Fabinho and Matip, and James Milner and Naby Keita as well. But either go back to the start of the stream when I mentioned everything, or just go back about 2-3 minutes and I mentioned everything there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What we've been talking about tonight, mate. Nigel said I'll probably be surprised if we send to pence mark. Yeah, to be fair, if we were to spend anything now, I think it would be a surprise, to be fair. Scotty said, great stream, mate. Yep, thank you, mate. I will mod you now as soon as I can do it after the stream. But yeah, when you come into future streams, then hopefully you'll be modded. Nigel said, awesome, Connor. Thanks again, bro. I'll ban Dave if he's naughty. Smiley face. Yeah, to be fair, if Dave's naughty, give him a row. But no, everyone's in the chat so far, and everyone that's been like in and involved in the chat, has been really supportive. Obviously, you'll have one or two idiots, come in here and be idiots. But this way I got you guys. You can just get them out the chat straight away and ban them. Pretty much. But yeah, we haven't got no idiots like and if anyone was to come in like that, get rid of them, guys. But yeah, I think that's going to be it then for me, guys. Well, first of all, Scotty said Rashford went off injured for United, so that's fantastic news for Liverpool. Hopefully, obviously we'll mention that, in the Man United preview on Friday, if any significance comes from it. But yeah, that's pretty much it from me, guys, tonight. Obviously, thank you so much for being in tonight's stream. Obviously, like I said, we were talking about Kai Havertz, and we were, talking about transfers and everything like that. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Thank you for the support. If you are new around here as well, then please hit that like button to let me know that you do like the streams, like the content, and also please subscribe to the Cop Council. Every subscription is important and it means a lot, and thank you so much if you have subscribed. But yeah, honestly, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, no stream tomorrow. Hopefully a video will be uploaded. If not, we will be back on Friday evening to talk about the Manchester United game, the Man United preview, a big game, and hopefully I'll see you all then, guys. I've been Connor from the Cop Council, guys, and I will see you all next time. Ta-ra.